Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of After the License, the podcast where we help real estate agents build their business. Today we're going to talk about managing your schedule as a new agent, but first, make sure you're subscribed to this YouTube channel if you're watching on YouTube, and if you're checking out the podcast or you're new to the podcast, make sure you hit subscribe there as well. That way you can listen to these shorter episodes on your way to the next listing appointment or working with a buyer or when you're walking the dog. Okay, so today let's touch on managing your schedule as a new agent. When you're just starting out in real estate, it can be a lot in that you now get to most likely make the decision on what your day looks like. And if you're used to any other job where someone is telling you hour by hour, minute by minute what to do, it can be a little overwhelming to now be able to make all of the decisions in terms of your time and your schedule. So let's touch on some of the best practices, especially when you're starting out. First off, you're gonna wanna make sure that you make time for the most important things. And what do I mean by that? In real estate, when you're building a real estate business, the most important thing is lead generation. Lead generation is the number one thing you need to be thinking about. Even if you're the busiest real estate agent in the world and you have 10 clients you're working with and you have another 10 listings, if you're not lead generating for the next new client, there's a possibility that your business source runs dry, right? You close those 20 transactions and you have nothing new in the pipeline because you forgot to lead gen. So make sure you're lead generating and make sure you are taking care of the most important things above and beyond lead gen early on in your day. So maybe you schedule out some time for lead generation, and then maybe you actually have a client you're working with that you need to go and preview some properties for or do some research. Make sure you do those things early on in the day, because with real estate, what can happen as the day goes on, more and more things come up. Paperwork needs to be turned in, you get a couple calls, maybe you get a lead, maybe you decide to do a video, maybe you need to go show some properties, maybe you have a client that wants to last minute go look at some homes. So make sure you take care of the most important things early on in the day. That way it leads you and sets you up for success later on if you have other things that bubble up. The second biggest tip that I would encourage you to try and do as a new real estate agent is implement time blocking. So we talked about scheduling the most important things first. Actually put them on your schedule and actually follow that schedule. So if you want to lead gen 1 hour a day, put that on your calendar, 9 to 10 every single day. I'm going to lead generate, right? And make sure nothing else gets in the way of that time blocking. So if something comes up or you realize you need to submit some paperwork, wait till after that 1 hour of lead gen to actually do it. If you can start to implement time blocking right now, right away in your business, it's going to be a practice that's going to serve you so well moving forward, because as you get busier, keeping a good, tight, clean schedule that you can stick to is really, really important and can help maximize your business. Okay, guys, that was managing your schedule as a new agent. We talked about kind of putting the first things first and making sure you tackle those first and big priorities, especially lead gen. And we talked about time blocking and the importance of time blocking and putting things on your calendar and sticking to them. If you enjoyed this content, give it a thumbs up on YouTube and drop a comment below. What do you time block out and what's important to you in your calendar? And I'll catch you on the next video.